I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and so are you. I am made in the image of God, and so are you. I am made to create with my Creator, and so are you. This podcast is a safe space where we are free to explore our God-given creativity, tap in deeper with Him, and step out boldly in faith. Welcome to Creating with My Creator. Today, I have the honor of reading 3 poems from our guest poet, Mr. Vern Fine. The first poem is titled Beeless. On my patio, a single bee dances among the sprightly flowers like an ardent ballerina, flicks my memory back to my bee life. Grandma yowling when a bee lodged in her houseshoe, stung. Mom delighted me reading Chandler's tale of Brer Fox, stung surprised at the laughing place when Brer Rabbit tricked him into bashing a hornet's nest and skedaddling. Bees at picnics making us crouch and swat, swarming when I cut the grass as a teen, eating honey with Shirley from a comb we found. As a hippie, honey over sugar in our decaf tea, praised bees for their healthy sweetness. Now this single bee is joined by another, a tango across the petals. I watch lazily in the hot sun, doze off, flew away as I dreamt. Wake up suddenly. Hadn't seen many bees in a while. Not nostalgia, terror. The second poem by Vern Fine is titled Our Last Days. We will all have them, experience them, feel them, unless we keel over too quickly to respond. Renoir knew those days, felt the pain, the loss, and the grief of not creating anymore. He was an impressionist. He and his fellows dared to paint outside, paint in the light, let the light bother them, fight and love the light. And oh, what beauty! A tiny girl in a fancy dress, the many blues reflecting the light, gently tips her watering can. A crowd dances in a festive garden in Paris, light reflecting off deep blue colors. Renoir honored his friends, his life, placed his wife-to-be and good friends in luncheon of the boating party, the light reflecting their laughter. At the end of life, his last days, rheumatoid arthritis struck, hands, shoulders deformed, painting impossible. A servant bandaged his hand to a brush, a last try, desperation, then no more. At his request, wheeled him into the studio. In the darkened room, the light now staring at him through the windows, he slowly washed his brushes, arranged the paints he could ply no more. Was that pathos or heroism? We will only know if we get there, in our own time. The third poem by Vern Fine is titled March Melts. As I look out my window at the falling, drifting snow, some vestigial ice, I know no matter how fierce the wind blows, how loud the lion, March melts. When the king of beasts cuffs aside Cupid's winter arrows of love, roars that Janus month into being, ignorant of the lamb he will lie near, when fully blown, March melts. When fierce storms pretend spring is just a young man's fancy, or the stuff of poems, and winter covers the ground as if a death blanket earth wrapped in forever, March melts. In spring, the buds turn over in their beds, shut out the storm noise, cuddle with the lamb, believe that. March melts. Fish stir beneath the tumult. I string my poles, ice fishing in the rear mirror. Blue sparkling lakes ahead. March melts. Thank you to Mr. Vern Fine for sending in those 3 lovely poems. They really speak about the beauty, the brevity, and the value of life. What an honor and a privilege it is to be walking on the earth. There is so much beauty in the surrender, and there is so much beauty that He's captured in His words of the moments that stick with us throughout the seasons of our lives, what we hold on to, what we let go of, what we hold dear to us, what remains a part of us, what we release to the world. I really enjoyed those poems, and it was my honor to read them on this podcast. I hope you also enjoyed those poems. You can find more about Vern in the description box. You've been listening to the Creating with My Creator podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I invite you to send me your works. If it's a written poem that you would like me to read, or a spoken word poem that you record yourself, or any kind of musings or any creative endeavors, music, send it right over. My information will be in the description box. And until next time, stay creative and God bless you.